there is a place for us to let go and let God. One of my favorite subjects in the Bible is Bathsheba. I used to preach in women's conferences, and I used to preach that as my key message. Here is a woman who was a powerless victim. Nathan, when he says to King David, he says, she likened her to a lamb, a victim, a poor lamb that had been violated. We don't know, the Bible is silent. Whether she was a willing participant in the adultery, we do not know. But the Bible does say that David comforted her. In other words, there must have been a deep pain. So when I look at Bathsheba's life, I look at her with three lenses. Lens number one, Bathsheba was overtaken by unexpected circumstance. She did not expect that the king will one day violate her. The king that's supposed to protect her violated her. The king that the whole nation of Israel adored crossed the boundary line. Unexpected circumstance. Secondly, she was overwhelmed by a unwanted grief. Imagine this. Her husband, whom she probably loved and wanted to have his baby, died, was killed, was murdered by the king. Then the child that was born in adultery died within a week. An innocent man and an innocent child, two died in her life. Unwanted grief, overwhelmed by it. But you know what? The Bible doesn't end there. She's not a powerless victim. The Bible portrays her life. David, the Bible says, comforted her, and then God gave her Solomon. And God raised Solomon to be the next king. In other words, the mandate was given to this woman to raise the next king. She is not a powerless victim. From a powerless victim, she became the powerful queen mother. King Solomon honored her, bowed before her, and gave her a throne to sit on. I want you to listen to me carefully. You might feel sometimes in life that you are a powerless victim of circumstance, a collateral damage, so to speak. Things have been done to you, but the Bible is so filled with this record of God redeeming people. What He does is He gives you a brand new future. The third lens I see with Bathsheba's life is she was overshadowed by an undeserved grace. What God gave this woman was the place in the highest honor. God gave her in the lineage of Jesus. Her name is mentioned. In other words, our God is a God who redeems. Our God is a God who gives you a great future. So forget the past and let go. John chapter 5, a man is seated at the pool of Bethsaida, and he couldn't move for 38 years. He didn't need healing for 38 years because Jesus never healed him. Jesus came to him and said, "Do you want to be made well?" And he said, "I have no man to help me." And Jesus says, "I'm the man here." Jesus gave him a command, "Rise up, take up your bed and walk." The Bible says he took up his bed and walked. In other words, somebody came in and challenged him to rise up. Sometimes that's what we need. We think we need healing. We need to be... No. What God is asking you to do is, it's enough. Stop giving excuses because of the past. Keep looking back and blaming the past. It's time to let go. It's time to come to that place where you say, "God, you have dealt with the past and you're giving me a brand new future. Today, I let go and I rise up and I want to walk into the future with you because you are the God of the future."